Today we're going to talk about indie games being released in June. Unfortunately, most of these games are for PC, so I apologize in advance if you're looking for games on other consoles. Alright, let's dive in.
Darkness stand divided. Two sides of the same coin.
First on the list, we have Songs of Silence. The game presents us with its strategy genre, incorporating elements of auto-battler, conquest-style gameplay, and a narrative-rich experience. There will be 3 factions in the game, boasting over 100 different units and card elements for added depth. It looks like the game combines many elements from various genres, including deck-building games. Additionally, there will be exploration aspects, which are rather unique for the strategy genre, available in both single-player and multiplayer modes. Let's see if it can fulfill the expectations of strategy fans.
Chains and silence.
Alright, let's make space for a cute, relaxing game this time. Rolling Hills is a simulation game where you play as a robot chef in a sushi restaurant amidst a peaceful village. Create your own sushi recipes and make your restaurant a go-to culinary destination in Rolling Hills. As a life simulation game, you will not only focus on the restaurant. There will be relationship and social aspects as well. For example, talk to locals to get fresh ingredients, build meaningful connections, and hustle to earn reviews. Fans of relaxing, cozy games should keep an eye on this one. Guncho is a shooting turn-based roguelike set in a Wild West setting. The game features unique shooting mechanics where your actions and movements influence your revolver's cylinder rotation. You can upgrade your bullets and tactical abilities. The game is designed to be highly replayable, with each run lasting around 30 minutes. So far, the game looks interesting and simple, but we have yet to see how the roguelike elements will play out. The levels will be different due to procedural generation, but what about the upgrades? If it's good, it will be a nice game to play on the side with its short runs. Galactic Glitch is a twin-stick shooter with simple roguelite gameplay. As we can see from the title, the theme is set in outer space, where we will explore, kill enemies, and upgrade our arsenal as we go. The game boasts physics-based combat with gravity manipulation. There are no new or surprising elements in this game compared to other roguelites. But if they can polish the most important aspects, it will be more than enough. With its space theme, let's hope the game can be chaotic, satisfying, and highly replayable. Let's dive into the nuclear site fallout in Chornobyl Liquidators. We take on the role of a nameless hero confronting and containing the radiation in the area. The gameplay focuses on realism, requiring us to use appropriate equipment, explore the zone, and uncover the truth. We can play as a firefighter, liquidator, or commanding officer. As we dive deeper into the zone, we will make hard choices, uncover secrets, and face pressure from high-ranking officers. So far, the game looks pretty immersive and unique.
Cinematography.
Please.
Blockbuster Inc.
Blockbuster Inc. is a management sim game where we can build our own movie studio. In this game, we will produce our own movies, scout talent, build studios, and compete against other production companies. The game reminds us of the similar 2005 game called The Movies. There will be quite a lot to do in this game, building studios, creating our own movie sets, and even developing the careers of our actors and actresses. If you love the theme, the game should be on your watch list, especially if you were a fan of the movies.
Prestigious awards and grand ceremonies.
Tradesman Deal to Dealer is a 2D pixel art side-scrolling game where we play as a merchant with a caravan of goods. The game focuses on trading, but what makes it interesting is that we can hire mercenaries in case someone wants to rob us, or perhaps you want to be the robber instead. Each ware you bring will have different risks according to its value, so you have to calculate the risks carefully. There will be quests in the game. The concept looks interesting and the pixel art is nice. Let's see how it holds up. Now we have a horror game on the list. Horror Tales. The Beggar is a first-person horror game with physics and sci-fi elements, where we have many unique abilities at our disposal, such as controlling space, time, and objects. There will be a nemesis in this game, a powerful creature that evolves and changes every time we confront it. The game seems to emphasize the physics aspect a lot. Let's see how they implement these features into the full game. To be honest, I'd like to see more elements of the game, such as the narrative and boss fights. I'll be honest with you, when we look at the Soulmask cinematic trailer, it's of good quality. However, the official gameplay trailer makes the game look janky and very much in an alpha state. Even so, the gameplay they offer for the release is quite interesting for a sandbox survival genre. The mask you use will give you abilities and allow you to transform into anyone else, including the spirits of ancient heroes. Other gameplay aspects include creating a tribe, diverse combat styles, and a big open world. Will this game flop or actually exceed expectations? Let's hope for the latter.
Welcome to Carpentersville. A small town.
Blood finally gets her own game. Memes aside, the game is an action-adventure with a very unique 90s cartoon art style. Despite that, it offers quite brutal combat and lively characters. Fight off vampires and save your friends using various kits you own. This is one of my personal favorite indie games to be released this June. The art style is nice and the gameplay is simple yet satisfying. It promises fast-paced gameplay with various challenging enemies. If you love simple action games, this is one to look out for.
Use your wit and cunning to solve puzzles and unravel the dark mysteries of Carpentersville.
Try to become a drug lord in Drug Dealer Simulator 2, a surprisingly large open-world game where we can hustle our way around by selling drugs. The game is so expansive that it's 6 times the size of the first game. Somehow, it also reminds me of Dying Light, Dead Island, and Far Cry. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? With large maps, there are varied environments and towns or villages we can visit. We've got to deal with corrupt cops, gangs, and local militias. The game even has a co-op mode for fun. A Twisted Path to Renown is a community-driven MMO with an extraction-based FPS genre. This time around, you will fight both enemies and other players. It includes quite a number of survival mechanics and metagame elements, including mining and crafting. We will acquire a lot of loot from other players as we progress. The game looks interesting and catches my attention, even though I'm not really a fan of competitive FPS games. The world looks dynamic with various non-player enemies such as military personnel, natives, wildlife, and bandits. Some even say it reminds them of The Hunt. What do you think?
Meeting your basic needs is essential. Foraging keeps...
We might already have quite a number of open-world survival games, but why not? Let's check out the soon-to-be-released Viking survival game, Aska. Based on the trailer and game description, I can't help but compare the game with Valheim, as a lot of elements in this game are already present from Valheim. But perhaps the game will offer small, yet its own gameplay adjustments and characteristics. The villager and settlement system, the progression, or maybe even the combat mechanics. Let's hope for the best, and maybe it actually brings out the best elements from the survival genre.
And let the tribe fight off any threats.
Ultimate General American Revolution is a strategy game set during the rebellion of the American colonies against the British Empire. The game features a real-time campaign with massive numbers of army and naval squadrons. This game has some depth for strategy fans out there. The depth the game offers ranges from enemy interception of your commands, developing your own headquarters and armies, and even industrial management. Overall, if you love grand strategy games, watch out for this one, as the previous installments are quite good. Dragon is Dead is a 2D action roguelite with hack-and-slash combat, offering customization along with varied skill trees for each character. The game reminds me of The Last Faith with a hint of blasphemous, but I'm not complaining as it looks quite fun and interesting. Perhaps the game falls under the Roguevania genre, which combines Castlevania-type games and roguelites. The combat looks smooth, and with the variety of builds and equipment, we can expect a lot of replayability. Will it be one of the best 2D Roguevania games this year? We'll see soon enough.